I am DSP. I am Sahil Arora. I am DSP LR Baddi. Today I'm speaking on behalf of our SP Baddi, Shri Mohit Chavla ji. SP sir had to go somewhere for an election meeting, so I'll be the one who will be doing the presentation. So with your permission, may I please start, sir?
Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, our topic for the presentation today is BBN Regional Industrial Security Plan, sir, which is also nicknamed as BRISP, B-R-I-S-P, sir. Sir, this BRISP is a Baddi police attempt to give a one-stop solution to all type of industrial security needs, sir. Sir, as you can see, it's an elaborate multi-dimensional security plan prepared by Baddi police in an attempt to educate all the stakeholders of all the security needs at BBN industrial area and to ensure a coordinated planned police response to all industrial security needs, sir. So, sir, I basically want to tell you first, sir, why did we come up with the Baddi Industrial Security Plan, sir? Sir, Baddi is a small town. Baddi is a small town of Himachal, sir. It's basically an industrial town, sir. Sir, it's an industrial town, sir, which has around 35 kilometers of industrial corridor, and it contains 9 industrial clusters, sir. Sir, this Baddi town, it has around more than 3,600 plus industries, sir. It contains more than 500 plus drug units, sir, which makes it Asia's largest pharmaceutical hub, sir. Sir, the area has the investment of around 11,000 crores, sir. The 55% revenue of Himachal Pradesh comes from industries of Baddi itself, sir. Sir, formally, it's around 97,000 people are employed, sir, but informally, they say there are around 4 lakh migrants, which makes the total employment to around 5 lakhs, sir. Sir, the aim of our plan is to formulate a multi-dimensional comprehensive security plan on industrial security, which helps in maintaining law of the land, along with proper protection of men and material at BBN at not only normal times, but also during situations like industrial disasters, disturbances, strikes, mob violence, transporter strikes, militant attack, fire, cyber attack, etc. Sir, as I've already told, Baddi is an industrial town, sir. So the situations which I have narrated here, sir, they are very common in a town like Baddi, sir. So we are doing an attempt to answer all these security situations with just one plan, sir, which is BRISP. So the objective of our plan is to pen down the different parameters of industrial security, sir, to map the areas of security concern at BBN. BBN means, sir, Baddi, Barotiwala, Nalagarh area, sir, which is an industrial belt. Sir, our objective is to map the hazardous chemicals in the industrial zones in BBN, sir, and to identify the hazards, risks, and vulnerabilities, sir. Sir, we were very moved by the story of everybody's moved by the story of the Bhopal gas tragedy, sir. So we made an attempt, because Baddi being an industrial area, sir, we made an attempt in knowing that hazardous chemicals are present in which industrial units in BBN, sir. We identified those units, sir, and then we made some micro plans, which I'll tell about that later on, sir. Sir, another objective was to map the migrant labor population in conjunction with the Department of Labor, sir. Sir, roughly Baddi has around 4 lakh migrant population, sir. Most of them are laborers working in factories or self-styled people, sir. Sir, we attempt to map those migrant labor population because they are the important constituent of industrial security, sir. Sir, we also aim to define role and responsibilities of different stakeholders, sir. Sir, this BRISP plan, I would like to tell you, it's one of its kind by any police department of this country, sir. There was no pre-existing comprehensive industrial security plan by any police organization of this country, sir, as far as we know, sir. Sir, so what does BRISP provide, sir? BRISP mein hai kya? I want to tell you, sir. So the first and foremost thing BRISP provides is we have made it a multi-dimensional comprehensive industrial security plan document, sir. So, sir, if you can see this document in my hand, sir, this is the BRISP document. This is a very comprehensive document, sir. It consists of 155 pages and it covers almost all the facets of industrial security, sir. Sir, we have circulated this document to all the industrial units, sir, and it presently serves as a ready reckoner to all the security needs of the industry, sir. It has been widely appreciated by the industry, sir. And right now, most of the industries follow this document for their security needs, sir. Sir, this document pens down different parameters of industrial security, sir. Along with this document, sir, we also conduct different workshops on industrial security in different types of industries in our area, sir. Sir, this document also maps the area of security concern at BBN, sir. Sir, by mapping the security concern, I would like to know, sir, that we planned it very elaborately, sir. So we took the history of the past 10 years where thefts were more relevant, in the areas where industrial accidents were more relevant. So we made sure that we prioritize our police deployment in these areas, sir, which has been mentioned in this plan, sir. Sir, our document also maps the hazardous chemicals in the industrial zones. Sir, after our assessment, sir, it was found that 18 industries in Baddi, Borotiwala, Nalagarh contained hazardous chemicals, sir. So we mapped those industries. We made sure that a police inventory is beefed up in case of any emergency, because, sir, we know that although we have a separate disaster management team at the district level, but usually the police becomes the first responder to any type of such incident, sir. So we have beefed up our police inventory, sir, and it is regularly updated, sir. Sir, mock drills are being conducted by the police in such hazardous areas, sir. Micro disaster management plans are prepared with each industry containing such hazardous chemicals, sir. Also, sir, I would like to tell you, we have made a dedicated team of disaster management at police level itself, sir, which contains specific, we have around 10 Jawans who are trained specifically for this purpose, sir. They would be the first responder and they have been trained like that, sir. Sir, what other thing does BRIS provide is, sir, CCTVs are very important part of industrial security, sir. So we aim to saturate the industrial area with CCTV cameras, sir, and it's an attempt that every industrial unit in its vicinity inside it contains a CCTV camera, sir. We also made emphasis on women's security in industry, sir, labor security in industry, sir, the role of private security agencies, sir. Sir, I would like to tell, sir, private security agencies play a very major role in industrial security, sir. Sir, Baddi has the total police force of around 300 people, sir. It's a very small district, sir, police district, but there are around 3,500 to 4,000 private security guards in Baddi. Means that private security guards are more than 10 times from the police, sir. So we wanted to complement the role of private security agencies along with the police, sir, to maintain overall industrial security, sir. Sir, BRIS also defines the roles and responsibilities of different stakeholders, sir. Sir, by different stakeholders, I mean that, sir, there are different agencies which are a part of BRIS, sir. There are private sector participants, there are local communities, sir. It maps the role and responsibilities of all these departments, sir. As I've told, sir, it envisages the private security agency to supplement police force in maintaining law and order, sir. Sir, I would like to tell you that, sir, under BRIS, we have also made an attempt of mapping of labor, sir. Sir, Baddi, being an industrial town, has around 4 lakh of labor, sir. And it's a floating labor, sir. 50,000 people float here and there every week or so, sir. So it's an attempt to map this migrant labor population, which will not only help them in getting more labor facilities, but will also help the police department in controlling that labor in terms of crime, sir. I'm talking in terms of crime, sir. So it's a Android-based mobile application which we have developed, sir. It is under testing stage and it will soon be launched, sir. So, sir, every laborer who's coming into Baddi, it will be mandatory for that laborer or any employer who's employing that labor to get himself registered, sir. Our laborer would enter his mobile number, OTP would be sent to his mobile number, sir, for authentication. Sir, the details would be shared by the laborer or his employer for that laborer, which would consist, sir, his name, age of birth, his ID type, sir, his permanent address, his local address, sir, etc., etc. Sir, under the industrial security, sir, we have also innovated one helpline number, sir, for all industrial solutions, sir. Sir, this is the helpline number which I have displayed on screen, sir. This helpline number has been shared with every industry in Baddi area, sir. So I've told you there are more than 3,500 industries, sir. This number has been shared with all the industries, sir. And we ask them that for any issues related to industry, sir, so they give us a call on this number, sir. We have a dedicated person at the control room who's handling this number, sir. On an average, sir, we get around 10 to 12 calls per week. Most of the calls are related to the industrial disputes or the labor issues, or to the women's security as well. And sir, so far we have around 100% implementation rate of this call numbers. So this is a little theoretical, sir. I will not go into details, sir, why industrial security is important, sir. There are a number of external threats and there are a number of internal threats, sir, because of which makes BRISP a lot more important. Sir, I would like to let you know, sir, this is the BRISP document which I've shown you before, sir. So this is the table of contents of a BRISP document, sir. If you see at chapter number 5, sir, the chapter number 5 elaborately mentions all different types of, sir, industrial security, sir. Sir, apart from the physical security, because, sir, traditionally, sir, I think industrial security was known to be more of a physical security, sir. कि हम पुलिस वहां पे दे दें, सर, सिर्फ पैरामीटर्स हम खड़े कर दें, सर, that provides all the industrial security, sir. So, but we have made it more elaborate, sir. We have in this document, we have made an action plan of not only physical security, but their communication security, their technical security, their infrastructural security, their labor security, sir, the personal security, their documentation security, their intellectual properties as security, sir. In the second page, sir, if you can see chapter number 7, we have given a separate chapter on industrial labor security, sir, in which we have given all the labor laws and rules existing in present setup, sir. In chapter number 8, we have given focus to women's security. Chapter 8.1 tells us sexual harassment at workplace act, sir. Our dedicated teams, Jagriti teams, go to different industrial setups and give them trainings related to women's security, sir. And then chapter 9, we have private security framework, we have transportation security. In chapter number 11, we have linked disaster management with industrial security, sir. As we know that there are numerous industries in our area, in every area of such industrial clusters, sir, which contain the hazardous chemicals, sir. So we aim to, we aim to complement the role of police in effectively implementing disaster management techniques, sir. Sir, in brief, I'd like to tell you the parameters of industrial security which are being implemented by the police, sir. So the first is physical security, sir. Our teams go to various industries. They check whether different parameters of physical securities are being addressed. For example, whether there are existing CCTV cameras adequate, whether there are adequate security guards in the area, whether there is proper lighting in the area, whether there is adequate fencing if required in the area. Our teams go to different industries. They give us a feedback. They on spot tell the industrial people to work on it, sir. Second, sir, we have technical security, sir. Sir, our cyber team is doing a great job in this regard, sir. Our cyber teams go to different industrial units and train them about different, we assign a different workshops in different industrial units, and we, acquaint them with modern cyber crimes happening in present times. Third is the infrastructural security, sir. We ensure that there's a proper planning of infrastructure creation, for which we also give them training, sir. Then, sir, we have labor security, sir. Our BRISP aims to ensure labor security through sensitization of labor with labor laws, sir. Sir, it gives measures providing protection of worker class against any industrial risks, sir. It provides awareness of existing labor-related policies and legislation, sir. Sir, in this, sir, we have also held various regular meetings with labor unions, and those meetings have been very fruitful in this regard, sir. Then, sir, there's personal security. We have given this document to the HR department of every industry, and we have motivated them to educate. We have motivated them to get their personal screen, sir. We have told them about the prevention of child labor in industry, sir. This is the chart against the child labor, sir. And then, sir, we also not only we educate them, sir, but we also surprisingly we also do surprise surveillance on industries for their personal security. So the next is intellectual property as security, sir. I'll not go much in detail, sir. So the next is women's security. This is a very interesting component of our project, sir. So we have another project which has been going on, which is known as Project Jagriti, sir, which is a tool for women awareness, sir. Sir, you'll be happy to know, sir, till date, we have empowered around 35,000 women, sir. Our teams of Jagriti teams go to different industries. They give them self-defense training, sir. They tells them the various legislations, the various laws, the various rules which exist for women's safety and security in the area, sir. We also ensure that there is compliance for requirements for sexual harassment of women at workplace act, sir. Sir, then we have transportation security, sir. Baddi being an industrial area, it has around 9,000 registered trucks. Almost there are 15,000 to 20,000 total trucks, sir, which makes it one of the largest truck unions of Asia, sir. So prior to this, sir, there was a very big issue of transportation in Baddi, sir. There were not adequate parking spaces, sir. So we made sure that with liaison with different departments, different agencies, we provided different parking spaces to them, sir. We ensured the use of GPS in all union vehicles, sir. We ensured that every parking facility is covered by CCTV coverage, sir. We educated the truck drivers of safety norms by conducting workshops, sir. We maintained a balance of union versus non-union disputes, sir. So we aim to address all the issues of transportation sector in this industrial area. Then, sir, as I've told you, disaster management, sir, I've explained it to you before, sir. I'll not go in detail much.
Sir, sorry to interrupt you. You have to speed up the presentation because you don't have the
okay, sir. Just few slides later. So this is important. So the impact of BRISP, sir. The impact has been in early detection of crime through CCTV surveillance, sir. It has empowered women. It has empowered labor. It has led to detection and prevention of hazardous incidents, sir. So I'll go into the objective impact assessment of our program, sir. इससे हमें फर्क क्या पड़ा है, sir? Sir, if I tell you the details, sir, if you go year-wise, sir, this year in 2022, there are few cases, less cases than 2021 reported of theft, sir, which I'm pointing, sir. And the stolen value, sir, is approximately 50%, down by 50%. So last year, the stolen value was 1 crore 12 lakhs. This year, the stolen value of industrial theft is only 53 lakhs, sir. Secondly, sir, there is reduction in burglary also, sir. The total number of cases have come down by 33%, sir. The total number of stolen value of goods have also come down by 50%, sir. The third is, sir, the reduction in road accidents, sir. So the road accidents, if you see of year 19, 20, 21 and 22, sir, we are down by more than 25%, sir. Sir, there is a reduction in women-related crimes, sir. Last year, the women-related crimes, 86 crimes were reported, sir, but this year only 37 crimes have been reported. So the number of CCTVs cameras installed, if you can see, sir, the total CCTV cameras are around 3,300, sir. This year alone, we have installed more than 1,460 CCTV cameras in this small town of Baddi. Sir, the cases of hazardous spills and fire incidents, sir. Usually 4 to 5 cases used to happen 2-3 years ago, sir. But this year there has been only 1 case of fire incident in industrial areas. Then, sir, the number of strikes of industrial workers, sir. Usually the industrial strikes used to be around 4 to 5, sir. But this year there has only been a single strike reported. Sir, this is the Jagriti momentum analysis, sir. This tells you about the number of women empowered, sir. With time, sir, we have empowered around 35,000 women. Sir, BRISP has been also endorsed by BBNDA, which is the Nalagarh Developing Authority, sir, and Nalagarh Industries Association, sir. In this picture, you can see the Honorable Industries Minister of HP. He came to the SP office and he has appreciated BRISP. So in concluding it, sir, I would like to tell it's an elaborate multi-dimensional industrial security plan. It's not a traditional plan. It is a multi-dimensional plan, sir. It attempts to educate the stakeholders and it also provides a practical police response to all kinds of industrial needs at BBN, sir. Sir, I would like to end this video, end this presentation by showing you a very small 2-minute video, sir, if you permit me, sir.
Yes, you can play it.
It's visual, sir.
Thank you, sir. That's all from my side, sir. Any questions from the jury?
Dr. Sahil Arora ji, excellent presentation, rather very comprehensive presentation. In fact, your document which you have prepared for the police as well as for the entrepreneurs whom you have circulated, in fact, are they properly reading the entrepreneur to this document? One. Second issue is that the police forces which keep sometimes even the transfer is also interstate happens, so your police force as well as the entrepreneurs, they should be on the same page of understanding, on a common understanding of this document which you have prepared after so much labor. So what are you doing for training your staff as well as the entrepreneur around that?
Sir, in the pre-formulation stage, sir, before formulation of this document, sir, we had multiple meetings with all the stakeholders, sir, from the industrial associations to the industrial authority which exists here, sir. We had multiple meetings with them in preparation of this document, sir. So this has views from all the industries also, sir. This is not just our brainchild, but the views have been also given to us. The suggestions have been given to us by different industrial entrepreneurs, sir. So number one, in formulation of this document, we have made sure that all their views are also given a space in this document, sir. Secondly, sir, we attempt to hold workshops in each and every industrial zone, sir. They are held at regular intervals, sir. Today also my team has gone to one industrial zone, sir. They are right now holding a workshop, sir, for specifically related to women's security, sir. So our workshops are being held from time to time. And I think, we have come to a stage where now industries ask us to send our teams and, to give them trainings on various issues. I think in due course of time, we'll be on the same page.
Okay, thank you, please. Thank you.
Sir, in every state there is an industry department.
Sir.
So are you working with them or you are replacing them? It's not clear to me.
Sir, we are not replacing the industry department, sir. Sir, as you know, I've mentioned, sir, whenever there is any industrial security threat or disaster, sir, so the police is the first responder. So it's an attempt to prepare ourselves with any security threat or any hazardous need. If it may be, sir, we are working in tandem with the industry department. We are working in liaison with the labor department. The statistics and the data which I hold today, we have developed it in conjugation with different departments.
Sir, whenever some hazardous industry is set up, some licenses be given to the industry by the industry department.
Yes, sir.
Then they take care of everything that whatever activities they need to be like what water should be available or fire extinguisher should be available or something like that. The arrangement they have to make when they set up the industry. So what is your role? Your role is merely whenever something happens, some accident happens, then only you have to go and report and make some FIR. So what is your involvement in that?
Sir, police, as I say again, sir, is the first responder. In case there is a fire, sir, the fire department and industry might be located in a far-flung area, sir. The fire department might be busy somewhere else, sir. They'll take time to reach that place. But police department is the first responder. We have to go inside. We need to ensure that we are well prepared. My men are well prepared. They are trained. They have good equipment to go inside the fire and maybe prevent a lot of lives, sir. Secondly, sir, there are incidents of thefts in the area which only police department hold is accountable for. Then there is issue of labor, sir. If there is any issue of labor, it reflects upon the security of the area, and the police is the first responder, sir. There is the issue of security of women, sir, which we have also covered, sir.
That is fine. That is fine. Fight between two labor, or there is some somebody teasing women, then those things are okay. But you mentioned about hazardous material, that controlling hazardous material, that subject is entirely different.
That is a different subject, sir. I totally agree with you. We are just doing some proactive policing, sir. We know
Okay.
we are doing some proactive policing, sir. We know that primarily it might be a BB of industry department or of the district disaster management authority. But
Okay.
practically, when it comes to the real ground, sir, the police is also the police becomes the first responder. So I need to make sure my men are treated that.
Okay, there's no issue on that. Okay, second thing is that you might have heard about CAESF, Central Industrial Security Force.
Yes, sir.
So central government has made this organization so that these are industrial assets, industries are being protected using CAESF.
Yes, sir.
So are you planning to make some SI Central State Industrial Security Force type of thing?
Sir, we are proposing that to our state government, sir. With this plan, I think that might come to in down the line, sir. We are proposing them that right now their CAISF does not have any presence in Baddi area. Unfortunately, police is at the helm of all the security affairs. So we are proposing it to the state department and the state headquarters that such specialized posts should exist.
Yeah, because that tackling industries is an entirely different thing and is highly technical thing.
Yes, sir. I agree with you. I agree with you. Right
Okay.
now, police is at the middle of all the affairs, sir. That is the reason we have to come up with it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Inspector Prasad. Sir, am I audible now, sir?
Yes, sir, very much audible.
Yeah, yes, sir. Sir, this is regarding to the enabling greater usage of drones and airborne threats and countermeasures. So, as this is the era where the attacks are being happening through the drones. So, we have seen a lot of instances in India and abroad. So, we are the allied force like Octopus, Organization for Counter Terrorist Operations. So, this is we have a kind of wing to neutralize some kind of airborne threats wherever the attacks is being happening at Andhra Pradesh state. So we have our surveillance team, and it has been created with a group team of the officers, and we have demarked all the airspace platform with the red zones and what you call green zones, yellow zones. So as per the SOP and guidelines issued by the Ministry of Civil Aviation and as DGCA. So, and we have command control equipped with our state police headquarters, and on the instructions, what we have done to counter the rogue drones is we have created a security ring in the airspace. Like we have taken all the geo coordinates of all the vulnerable areas of the districts. So we have created a small teams in the districts at mandal levels from the police station level, and they have sent us all the coordinates of latitudes and longitudes, and we have converted all these things into a secured database called GeoJSON files, and these have been created and uploaded into the airspace platform, and where we have created one security ring where whenever these rogue drones will fly over that airspace, that is being alerted to the central command control. So here we have a continuous monitoring wherever the VIP programs is being happening, and from that we'll be cautioned that these are the rogue drones flying in the unauthorized airspace. So in this way, we are going to control some kind of drones, rogue drones flying in the vicinity during any kind of VIP operations, and sometimes we'll make, so unknowingly these drones are being flying in the airspace for various reasons. So might be a threat analysis, fire, might be a filming, shooting, might be a different causes. So, but finally, ultimately, that causes a threat to the nearest defense bases and VIP threats and all those things. So we are doing this kind of management to monitor all these kinds of rogue drones flying in the sky. And here, if you go to this kind of screen process, this is a committee was formulated with the higher end officers of the rank of additional DG and DIG. With their instructions, we have been collecting all the information of the vital installations like defense, state and security, state level defense units and central level defense units, and it has been categorized into A, B, C, D. So it is giving a most importantly to be monitored. So as per the guidelines taken from time to time from the DigiSky airspace and as well as from MOCA, Ministry of Civil Aviation, and these being processed at our end and circulated to all the district headquarters, that your airspace is being earmarked, so that if any kind of flying object is being in the vicinity, you can appropriately inform to your command control center as well as AAI, Airports Authority of India, as well as the central command, so that we can take the necessary precautions on security scenarios. And nextly, these are the procedures followed, and we have been given such a kind of innovative aspects of creating these polygons. So we have converted all the geospatial data. Approximately as of now, we have identified 1082 or the important vital areas of the entire state of Andhra Pradesh. So now we are monitoring all these areas in the geographic data structures, and it was created in a very big data, converting into a geo 3D modeling. So here converting in the sense, so supporting with all this geometric type of data string, polygon, multi-point data. Apart from that, what we are doing is the sensitive targets, identified sensitive targets are being transformed into a 3D models. These 3D models we are keeping into a kind of database, a secured database, which is not connected to the internet scenario, that is out of network and is developing confidentially at our agency. And whenever any activity was happened, then we have a kind of blueprint of 3D model of that vital installation. Then our teams, our commando force teams will actively participate to neutralize a kind of terrorist activities. So far in earlier attacks, we have seen in this Mumbai attacks, Akshardham attacks. So due to the lack of blueprint and geographic data, so some major casualties was being happened. Now we are going to come out from these lessons learned from that incidents. These geographic data was being kept at a database, a big data analytics, and in future we are going to put into an AI model. And whenever these kind of drone attacks or any suspicious attacks being done, immediately an alert has been given to the ground station using artificial intelligence, and a kind of counter drone measures are being following. Means we are giving a setup to neutralize or jam the radio frequency signal of the drone, so that the drone gets fallen down, or sometimes if a powerful rays has been sent to the drone, the entire what you call chip level will be burnt out and will be fallen down. So these are the next phase in version 2 we are going to implement on this thing. It is under process. So now we can see on the diagram, these are the airspace which was being captured from the digital platform. As you have seen the outcomes, these are the red zones. Recently in Visakhapatnam, Prime Minister of India, Honorable Prime Minister of India has visited and launched various programs. So what we have thought is, we have started from that point we have created a demarcated airspace security ring of all the vulnerable areas and VIP venues. So it has given a great success for us, and we are being implementing it all over across the state. And being then, if any state needs a kind of information or support, it is open for them. They can contact us and we can share the information also with them. These are the things, and GeoJSON is a very secure code which we are converting all the geo coordinates and being demarked on the airspace platform. And thirdly, so we cannot anticipate any kind of restricted unauthorized drones flying in the airspace and causing the air attacks. So here we are putting some kind of different GPS systems to get jammed in all kinds of bands, L1, L2, L5, and it should not get any kind of catastrophe. And a mechanism is also being processed for conducting a reconnaissance and criminal procedures, which they cannot fly on the checkpoints which we have given on the airport. It is being covered with all the security mechanisms. So these are the targeted population. So we have presently covered all the 500 square kilometers. It is still under progress, and we are doing a air monitoring, and we are doing a surveillance on vital infrastructures of defense sectors, and we are creating a line of sight and deploying the sniper team and all those things. We are creating a threat dome. So whenever this is happening, a kind of threat dome, so vulnerability areas we can able to monitor. This is a kind of very new approach for counteracting these attacks from the airborne. And we are putting a small 3D GS platform. We have a server mechanism and converting all these things into a 3D modeling into a big data. So here we have a lot of vulnerable things we have been pre-deployment. A lot of things we have to take into consideration. So first of all, the terrain. So terrain model we have to get. So where we have to approach for getting the terrain of the airspace. So it is a very challenging task. So we have been taking a support from the NRSA, National Remote Sensing Agency, and we are getting a separate captured satellite imagery of high resolution. And then we are putting all our 3D models on that. So we are not using any kind of Google Earth. So this is a kind of more vulnerable for all the security agencies. We never plot on the Google Earth. So we'll take all our information on a private globe. We have a private globe. On that only we'll put a terrain map, and then we'll create all kinds of emergency evacuations, emergency situations. We'll do all these things on this private globe. And we are now taking all the data collected from the drones, and we are working on crash drones also, means a forensic study on the crashed drones. So it has been started, and we are collecting all the information of drones flying, on different kinds of drones flying, whether they have been registered, unique identification numbers, and all those things we are putting into a database. And over a period of time, we will get the entire drone details of the confined state. And it is a very a good kind of project where we have been taken up to counter the threats from the airspace.
Sorry to interrupt you. You have another 1 minute.
Sir. Lost, sir, is running out of 1 or 2 slides, sir. And we are getting a triggering mechanisms. So I've already given the inputs on the UAV threat range, and it will track the movements of all the unauthorized airborne threats and transforms into the high level security of the known targets and unknown targets. We have to measure, label, and tag all the individual images. And it is mainly useful for all the intelligence agencies, crime analysis, and useful for the Central Armed Forces, state polices, central networks. And it is being tagged to the various aspects, various institutions, various vulnerable points. So I've already talked about the security. we have the 2D and 3D on top of this data intelligence for illustrating a security corner around all the central locations. So camera planner tool is a different kind of tool. We have 360 degrees camera. It is going to capture the entire video of the inner layer of the vital installation into a 360-degree model. So then after we'll do for all the reconnaissance and a kind of security preparations and alerting the VIPs and states from all over the terror attacks. So this is a kind of new projects we are going to develop, sir. These are the persons behind for me for encouraging all those things is Rajendranath Reddy, Director General of Police, and R.K. Meena sir is the Additional Director General of Police, and S.V. Rajshekar Babu sir, IPS, Deputy Director of General of Police, sir. So these are the persons who give us initiative and give us support for participating in this SKOCH. Sir, thank you very much for the jury and the SKOCH team, sir. Thank you, sir. Any questions, sir?
Prasad sir, very good initiative and very good R&D project. But by the way, how many incidents of such intrusion or airspace violation have you noticed in last 1 year?
Sir, last 1 year in our location, some project side, like a Sri Salem project, there have been unauthorized drones flying around this project. And wherever the bridges are there, very long bridges, some unauthorized drones are there, sir. We have been identified with my patrol team and asked the drone operators whether we have asked for a drone license and all these things. Immediately we have warned and we have taken into the custody, and a kind of action is being also taken, sir.
But I think for drone operations, there is a clear policy. They need to take permission from the public authority. Have they not taken?
Yeah, no, sir, they have not taken, sir. They are not aware of these things, sir, because this Drone Rules, Drone Act version 1 has been released, sir. People are now getting awareness of the obtaining permissions, registration of drones. So maximum these are sometimes these filmy and wedding shootings, they'll fly the drones. They are not aware of that. Some back vital installation, sensitive installation are being monitored and scanned. So for example, in Visakhapatnam, the entire coastal belt. So very adjacent to that, a naval base is also there. A secure airport is also there. So they are not aware of that. They'll directly come out to the beach area and they'll fly drones to the maximum heights to scan and taking a shoot, something like that. So yesterday, even I have been monitoring at the beachside area. 2 numbers of drone flyers are there flying with Mavic drones, and immediately I have been monitored and asked them and see the what you call a preview of the drone. They are being shooting the water bodies for their filmy editing. So I want them and then ask them to make some kind of registration in the nearby police station. Otherwise, your drone will be seized and it will be booked under FIR. So initially we are giving them warning, sir. So later on the seriousness will be there. So on analysis will get into that, sir.
Sir, there is one suggestion and rather request also. Are you sharing this information, this R&D project with DRDO or other Air Force type agency?
Yes, sir. If we are conducting a kind of coordination meeting with all the naval forces, Airport Authority of India. We are putting all these kinds into the presentation model, and whenever the requirement, we'll ask them for establishing a counter drone technology also for airports and naval base, sir. We are sharing.
I think you need to coordinate with Air Force and DRDO.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are having a coordination with all these stakeholders, sir.
Sure. Because ultimately the technology has been developed for the benefit of nation, and these 2 agencies, particularly in the J&K area, this will help.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Very good, very good project. Excellent.
Thank you so much, sir.
Sir, are you taking help of ISRO as well in geotagging important installations?
Sir, we are at present we are not taking any ISRO help, sir. we are being identified the vital targets by my DGP and the senior officers, and we are tagging all those things into the airspace, sir. So right now we have been uploading all these targets which are given in this slide of 1087. It is an airspace interactive platform, sir, given permissions from the DGCA. So we directly upload all this information into the site, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, jury officers. Thank you so much, sir, for giving me such an opportunity, sir.
Upgradation of school infrastructure. Do my screen visible to you all?
Yes, sir, it's visible, sir.
Okay, thank you. So basically, the problem here with the municipal school is that there is a low rate of enrollment, poor building infrastructure, lack of sport facilities, lack of quality education, and there is lack of advancement in the teaching methodology. So what we are trying to do with our long-term vision is that bringing the knowledge gap through technology-based education. So the immediate objective of this is to make the holistic learning center through the technology based education activities. We try to bridge the gap through technology by developing a virtual and digital classroom, and this will help in achieving the education for all, and irrespective of their backgrounds or social status, and gender equality. So the number of schools we have took is around 38, and the overall cost is around 36 crore. So we have selected a school based on the class or the level of the school, like high school, primary school, or and the other thing is we have added the virtual and digital classroom in the other schools also. So we divided the whole project into 3 phases. So in the initial phases, we took 14 high school, primary school of 24 number, and we have developed the virtual and digital classroom of 34 schools. So I will be talking about the project components. So we have developed 69 digital classroom, 188 virtual classroom, and one multimedia center. So the multimedia center is located in the command and communication center, from where we can carry out a single lecture to all these virtual classroom at one go. We can deploy one teacher at the control and command center. He can deliver the lecture to these virtual classroom through the video conferencing. And this will be interactive in nature. And simultaneously, we took the playground. We have developed the playground and play court, laboratories, and the additional toilets and parking, drinking facility. We have kept key stakeholders as parents, teachers, experts, and students. So what we have done simultaneously that we have developed the curriculum through DEO, district education officers, which engage the parents and teacher meeting in the government schools. So what we have seen in this is the key impact is that uh, uh, there will be an increase in the enrollment and the attendance in the school. So enrollment and attendance is the two different aspects. Basically, there might be some enrollment in the school, but there is a low attendance. So simultaneously, these both the parameters has been increased. The dropout rate reduced to zero. Improvement in the performance through the computer aided education, and the girls education drastically increased because of the development of the toilets and the security in the schools. And this is the image from the triple C control and command center, where one can deliver the lecture. As I told earlier, it can be delivered lecture in one go, and the overall municipal schools performance has been increases. So around 35 students from municipal schools got admission in IITs or triple ITs. 39 students from the municipal schools scored 10 by 10 CGPA in 10th class, which is highest in the state. So, talking about the replicability of this project, around 67 additional schools to be developed in the future perspective, quality education to 15,000 students, and there will be a reduction in the quality of the there will be a reduction in the disparity of the education, that one good teacher can deliver the lecture to so many people through these virtual classrooms. and these are some of the capturing which was done in 2020, and these are the testimonials which I am going to show in the video format also. Talking about the scalability, the solution is basically developing a core small infrastructure that will help in increase in the enrollment ratio also and the attendance also. So this Nadu Nedu program is recently launched by the government of Andhra Pradesh, but through the smart city mission in the locally developed project in Kakinada, we have developed these projects earlier, and so there will be a capacity building to our municipal staff and municipal teachers also, that they are aligning with Nadu Nedu program, and they are developing the school infrastructure which is helping in quality education. And through these social school, we are going to get education for all agenda. We are going to irrespective of their economical status. These solutions are affordable and easy to implement. So what we have understood is through Kakinada as example, uh, these uh, these schools can be developed in the phase wise manner, and irrespective of the size, if the, for example, if the city like Vizag, we can divide those schools into zones, which zones can be termed as a cluster of wards, and we can emphasize on the ward, and we can develop the model wards or model zones, and help our targeted schools can be developed through these techniques. So I'm showing you the presentation video, if you allow me. 1 second.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Is the audio also available? Audible?
Yes, sir. It's available, sir.
Okay.
The Kakinada Municipal Corporation has around 65 schools from elementary to UP to high schools, and around 15,000 children are getting educated in these schools. All the stakeholders have decided that top priority should be given for the municipal schools, and all the infrastructure facilities have been provided in almost all the 65 schools.
కార్పొరేట్ స్కూల్లో చదివేదాన్ని. తర్వాత గవర్నమెంట్ స్కూల్కి ఎందుకు వచ్చానంటే ఇక్కడ చాలా ఫెసిలిటీస్ ఉన్నాయని. ఇప్పుడు టీచర్స్ కూడా లెసన్స్ బాగా చెప్తున్నారు. ఉన్న ఫెసిలిటీస్ కార్పొరేట్ స్కూల్లో ఎక్కడ ఉండట్లేదు. కార్పొరేట్ స్కూల్కే ఎక్కువ జాయిన్ చేయడానికి ఇష్టపడుతున్నారు. ప్లే గ్రౌండ్ నుంచి క్లాస్ రూమ్ వరకు అన్ని ఫెసిలిటీస్ ఉన్నాయి. టీచర్స్ కూడా విజువల్ క్లాసెస్ చూపించి, డిజిటల్ క్లాసెస్ చూపించి బాగా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తున్నారు. పిల్లలకు కూడా బాగా ఇప్పుడు ఇలా చూపించడం వల్ల అర్థమవుతుంది. అందరూ కార్పొరేట్ స్కూల్ కన్నా గవర్నమెంట్ స్కూల్కే ఎక్కువ వచ్చి జాయిన్ అవుతున్నారు. అలాగే కార్పొరేట్ స్కూల్ కూడా ఎక్కడ సరిపోవి గవర్నమెంట్ స్కూల్. మేము ఎల్కేజీ నుంచి కూడా వాళ్ళని ప్రైవేట్ స్కూల్లో చదివించుకున్నాము. మేము ఎందుకు గవర్నమెంట్ స్కూల్ తీసుకొచ్చి వేసాము ఏంటంటే, ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ప్రైవేట్ స్కూల్లో టీచర్స్ అందరూ కూడా వెరీ అన్క్వాలిఫైడ్ టీచర్స్ అనమాట. గవర్నమెంట్ స్కూల్ అనేసరికి హైలీ ఎడ్యుకేటెడ్ టీచర్స్ ఉంటారు. వాళ్ళు ప్రొజెక్టర్ క్లాస్లో ఏం జరుగుతుందంటే ఖచ్చితంగా ప్రతి ఒక్కరు మూవీ చూసేంత ఇంట్రెస్ట్ గా ప్రతి లెసన్ ని ప్రతిదీ అప్డేట్ చేసుకుంటూ ఉంటారు. ఒకప్పుడు తెలుగు మీడియం అనే స్కూల్లో ఉండేది. దాన్ని నిజంగా ప్రభుత్వం దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకొని ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం అనేది ఖచ్చితంగా ఉండాలి. ఈ యొక్క ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం స్టార్ట్ చేసే చూడండి సూపర్ ఐడియా అనమాట. గత సంవత్సరం కింద మన కాకినాడ స్మార్ట్ సిటీ అయిన తర్వాత చాలా అభివృద్ధి చెందింది ఎడ్యుకేషన్ పరంగా. అలాగే కాకుండా మా స్కూల్లో డిజిటల్ క్లాస్ రూమ్స్ పెట్టడం వల్ల యావరేజ్ స్టూడెంట్స్ కి బాగా ఉపయోగపడుతుంది.
Sir, this video is in not in Hindi and English.
Sorry, sir, but we have put the subtitles in below.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, we got this. Whatever you want to say.
Yes.
Uh,
Shall I complete the video? It is of just 1 or 2 minutes left.
we already got your message. Whatever you want to communicate. I think
Okay.
it is. Thank you for this video.
Okay.
शर्मा जी आप कोई क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहते हैं?
नहीं, धन्यवाद. In fact, this is a very good presentation and very good example of digital education through digital medium. In fact, it will also address the shortage of teachers, which is
Yes,
very much prevalent in schools because of transfers of many teachers. Very good work. In fact, this is the need of the hour. Even higher educational institutions can also impart their lectures by video streaming them. Excellent work. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
you got some data regarding how many sanctioned posts are there of teachers and how many are in place? You got some idea, rough estimate?
So actually, I have not taken the concrete data from the education department, but there is a shortage of teachers in the municipal school.
Definitely.
Around
Okay.
20% shortage is there, but I don't know the exact number of the
Okay.
shortage.
20% teachers are short, and basically this online classes are whenever some lockdown is there, then only these method should be used, so that at least they are not the actual methods of teaching, because with these online classes we can increase the attendance rate, but knowledge dissemination is very difficult thing, and until the teacher is physically present in front of the students, maybe some of the lectures can be given. Some specialist is coming, then that specialist can give some lecture on a special topic as a supplement to the teacher. But we cannot take these type of things for a longer run, and then our education system will totally go. I don't know where it will go. Thank you for your presentation and virtual world and digital classroom concept. Thank you.
Thank you, Surendra Singh. Thank you.
Sir, good evening, sir. This is Aruna, Commissioner Chittoor. Sir, Chittoor is one of the religious town, as we all know. Religious temple Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam is also located here. Here the people are really, of course, by nature, they are environmentally, they are having the value of the earth. So here the practicing of waste to compost is not a big deal for us. In fact, the total area of Chittoor is 95.97 square kilometers, and we are having a population around 2 lakh and 3,000 as of now. Total families are 54,693, sir. This is some basic data of what is the waste generation of all the states, sir. Whereas for coming to the Chittoor, sir, we are generating per day 65 metric tons of waste, sir. The 37,000 approx is dry waste, sir, whereas 24.4 metric tons is wet waste, sir. So am I audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible. Please go ahead.
Sir, sir, the total waste generated here in Chittoor is 65 tons, sir, totally. And in that 37.7 is dry waste, and 27.4 is wet waste, sir. Here we are presenting mainly for the wet waste, sir. Anyway, we are dealing with the dry waste also. For especially dealing with the wet waste, sir, we have made into two kind of segments. One is dealing with the households, and one is dealing with the entire corporation waste. When dealing with the wet waste with the households, sir, we have made so many what is that, sir? Awareness programs with all the households involving SHG women, self-help groups of MEPMA, and so many our ward Sachivalayam people who have gone to each house to house and explained them like what is a waste, what is a wet waste, what is a dry waste, what is a hazardous waste, and how to segregate at the house level only. So the home level segregation of the waste is 100% here. And after we collect the wet waste and the dry waste from each household, we have been taken into a dump yard where we here it is located in Obanapalli. There we are segregating, and further, if at all anything is mixture is there, we are segregating further and making it to the total wet waste composting, sir. While dealing with the households, sir, many apartments are practicing bulk waste composting, sir. There itself on-site composting has been practiced, sir. Sir, this is all a regular practice, like how much time it will take for each microbe to form into a vermi. The total vermi production in a corporation is 10 tons approximately per 45 days, sir. And what we are doing with this total produced vermi is we are in turn using it to our parks, sir. We are having almost 7 to 8 parks of municipal parks. We are using that, and sometimes we are selling even to horticulture department also. Per kg, we are selling it for 10 rupees, sir. The household composting also, sir, it's a very much interesting thing here. Almost 2,000 families are practicing the composting. Anyone can see anytime, sir. Those families even preparing their own vegetables on the terrace, and their own vegetables, flowering plants and vegetable plants have been given this home composting vermi, sir. So this households composting is also improved very much in these 6 months, sir. Earlier it was some 500 families last time when we have nominated for this one. Now it has come to 2,000, but even apartments, big apartments are all covered. So the number of households number may be looking very meager, but all the apartments are covered here, sir. Apart from this, sir, even the hotels are there. All the hotels almost are practicing this bulk waste generation on-site. So one of the practice what we are doing is, whichever the household is doing a very good performing in production of vermi and doing a kind of a sort of a wet waste and a dry waste, all the people like concerned corporator and the official, we are going to that house and giving some appreciation certificate saying that you are the best performer, so that to motivate other households also, like to, okay, these people got some appreciation, what for this appreciation, then a kind of a talk will start up. Like that, it is one kind of awareness as well, and motivating the people, awarding the best performing households, sir. This is what we are practicing here. So these are the household home composting. You can see they are all doing it voluntarily with a little intervention from the corporation. First of all, we give them training and tell them, sir, and then later on they are practicing it up, sir. And this is the compost here. We are having it in corporation, sir. This is our collector, sir, and my MHO, my team. Here we are having almost, we can compost for almost 30 tons at a time, sir. This is the geographical area. This is a beautiful site, just in a dump site only, sir. Whatever vermi, even the remained vermi, we have created this agricultural farmland, sir. And we are growing all the vegetables here. In fact, that is generating income to my corporation also. So many people are coming to see that one, sir. Nowadays, these are all the produced vegetables and from the garden of a dump site itself, sir. And one more thing, sir, the waste collected from the households and from the other areas, commercial areas, the plastic waste is one of the thing we are dealing with. This is a plastic shredder machine, sir. We kept it at a dump site, and all the plastic, two types of a plastic, sir. One kind of a grade quality plastic, we are transporting it to Eraguntla cement factory. So that is one thing we are doing, sir. The second grade quality, they are not taking it up. This we are shedding at our own shredders and making it a small chips and using for local roads, sir. small patchworks. We are using this one, sir. Sir, these are one room we have developed with used beer bottles. And these are all fallen trees for the recent rains, sir. So whatever the used beer bottles are there, we have collected instead of throwing in, we have prepared this one. Sir, these are all the used ties, sir. We kept in parks. Children are using it very much happily. Even the families of locals are appreciating, sir. Instead of throwing everything, we are trying to make it something best out of it. These are all used ties, and these are the benches at a park also. Sir, flower waste is one thing, sir. We are making incense sticks and that rose powder, multhani mitti from the wastage, sir. So one room is kept for that. We dry up all the flowers. Whatever is here, the temples are more, sir. All this Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and Chittoor, Tirupati, there are more temples. The only one day you use those flowers, and then next day they are thrown up. They are thrown up in a condition like almost they are very fresh. So we are all collecting in a separate vehicle all those fresh flowers, almost used flowers, and we are drying them. We are making rose powders and this multani mitti and other powders, sir, and incense sticks also made up from them, sir. This is giving income to us. Sir, this is a site of my dump yard, sir. Recently we got an offer also, like one of the family wants to celebrate their one of the function here because it is such a beautiful place. They want to celebrate here. So that is a success of Chittoor. I can just tell you, sir. So, sir, these are the parks in Chittoor. From the whatever the vermi is produced, we are using for our own parks, sir. We are having a lush, beautiful garden. And sir, further, sir, this plastic waste I told, sir, for Eraguntla we are sending it. And for the vehicle also, we kept the GPRS system and the CC cameras are also fixed up, sir. How much quantity of the plastic is collected, how much quantity of the plastic A grade quality is sent to the cement factory, and how much plastic is again recycled to a further chips, which is usable in road making, sir. So this is entire maintained in the registers also, sir. And apart from this, we have opened up e-waste generation center also, sir. We are giving one jute bag as a gift. Whoever brings their spoiled or any mobile or something, some chargers, some batteries, all the e-waste, whoever gives to the Chittoor Corporation, we have opened 2 outlets, sir. So e-waste generation, we are giving as a one jute bag as a gift to them. So that is only to protect the environment, sir. Another thing, sir, what we are doing is public representatives participation. On every Friday, sir, we are making all those local ward corporator and the public of that volunteers, student organization here is there, and one NGO organization, CPAC is here, sir, which is actively participating with us. So that organization people and local public representatives are following up the dry day, sir. All vacant lands are identified. Vulnerable points, almost 22 have been identified. In that, 12 are cleared, sir. We are ready to move and finish off within 2 months all the vulnerable points from the Chittoor. This is a waste to compost journey of a Chittoor, sir. I have finished, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Arunaji. Very good presentation, and your picture speaks the success of your efforts. In fact, it is an excellent work.
Sir, in fact, I have been asked to reduce my presentation, sir. Otherwise, I had a lot, so many pics.
This conveys everything. But this in your presentation, you have said that A-grade plastic is sent to the cement factory.
Yes,
what
sir.
do they do there with that?
They are making up the cement, sir.
Mixing
We
with the
have
cement?
been tied up with that. Juwari cement, sir.
No, but are they mixing with the cement?
They don't. We don't know, sir, what they do with it, but they are taking A grade quality. Almost so many ULBs they are collecting it, sir.
Okay, maybe for fuel purpose they might be using. It cannot be expected to mix with the cement. No, it is not a binding material. Anyhow, excellent work. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Ma'am, one has to be very careful, as Mr. Sharma has mentioned, that whatever the plastic the cement industry is taking, if they are using it for the fuel, so then they are emitting more pollution, then more CO2 is being emitted. You please check it with them for what purpose they are using it. Otherwise,
Sure, sir.
they might be degrading the environment. Whatever is saving you are doing for the environment, they might be doing negatively.
This time I will go along with my vehicle, sir.
Just ask them for what purpose they are using this plastic.
Sure,
If
sir.
burning plastic
And I love it.
is banned in India, they might be using it as a fuel because they cannot mix it with cement. Thank you very much. I don't have any specific question to ask. You are doing a very good work.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So this project is about transformation of the existing garbage vulnerable points. So as I said, when I joined 6 months back, I see most of the places garbage is placed, dumped at various places in the city. So before I joined here, there is a project called CLAP, Clean Andhra Pradesh. Vehicles have been deployed for door-to-door collection of the garbage in the city. So though these CLAP vehicles have been deployed, people are habituated to throw the garbage or garbage bins at the at outside or at some collection points. So there are around 100 to 120 vulnerable points wherein this garbage is dumped by public. So we wanted to bring a change in the public, and what we have done is we have converted these vulnerable points to a beautification point so that people will not be able to throw the garbage there. We have installed some cameras. We have removed those garbage. We have beautifully painted some wall painting with a good message. We have planted some trees there, and then we have safeguarded the trees. So we converted that vulnerable point to a beautification point so that people will not be throwing any garbage at those locations. So for that, what we have done is we have conducted several workshops, several meetings with merchant chamber associations and residential welfare associations and NGOs with multiple stakeholders. Like there will be different type of stakeholders in throwing the garbage. One is from the residential welfare associations, residents, and another one is about merchants, and another group of stakeholders are from hotel side or restaurants. So there will be different levels of stakeholders who will be using the garbage or throwing the garbage at multiple points. So several workshops were conducted for them, and we have involved the public representatives as well to promote the cleaning in the city and not to use the garbage vulnerable point to throw the garbage. For that, what we have done is we encouraged all the corporators, to do the special sanitation drives and convert the vulnerable points, whatever the vulnerable points, into beautification points. So this is not the activity done by the Eluru Municipal Corporation. It is done by the people of the Eluru city and the corporators, public representatives of the Eluru Municipal Corporation. So once we have announced this, we will give some 20 lakhs worth of utilization fund, so that for that fund you can do the development activities whatever you want. So several drives were conducted by the corporator himself, involving the public and citizens and students and other youth. So they have identified nearly 100 vulnerable points, and they have converted that vulnerable points to beautification points. So there are various stages involved here. I explained everything here. Yeah, go to the next one. Yeah. So as you can see here, these are the photos composed of created with the before and after manner. So as you can see, This is one school located at Elur itself, wherein we have converted that vulnerable point, a beautification point, painting and plantation is also done. This is another one. Move to one last one. So likewise, we have conducted all nearly 100 vulnerable points were converted from garbage throwing points to the good beautification point. And also these three corporators have been awarded with facilitated by the district collector garu on August 15th for the work they have done. Yeah, continue. Continue. Right, continue. Yeah. So all the staff here come. So all the staff also involved, Eluru Municipal Corporation staff, Ward Sachivalayam staff, Eluru citizens and other welfare associations were also involved in converting this hotspots to a beautification points. We have done campaigning in schools and education institutions as well in continuing this activity in a sustainable way. And we have a MOU with the nearly 10 college institutions wherein what all the activities they have to do as part of this conversion. Yeah, go ahead. So this is the final outcome. So after the conversion, there is a behavioral change was happened, but it's not. It has to be continued further. A change was happened. Stray dogs were removed. Pigs were reduced at significant places, and public earlier they used to throw the garbage at that specific point. Now they are coming forward and giving it to the clap vehicles. They are trying to segregate the waste as well and properly segregate it and give it to our clap vehicle workers. So there was a change was happened with this project, whatever we have taken up. So far 100 vulnerable points were done. We are still continuing this activity. Around 50 more vulnerable points have to be converted. We will be still continuing this activity. So this is another good project that we have done in the last 6 months. Yeah.
Good, sir. In fact, 6 months progress is definitely wonderful. Your pictures speaks the hard work which you have been doing with community participation. Since community is now involved, definitely they will maintain it for a longer period. I hope so.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good work, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Can you maximize this? Can you maximize the screen?
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible.
Yeah. Yeah. So this project, before that, my name is Shahid Sheikh, Commissioner of Eluru Municipal Corporation. I have joined as a Commissioner Eluru Municipal Corporation 6 months back in Eluru Corporation. Before that, in Eluru Municipal Corporation, when I have joined, there are many issues that I have noticed. One of them is the Krishna Canal, which is flowing through the heart of the city, is full of garbage and fully occupied with plastic, and the garbage heaps are occupied at the canal vents, and encroachments fully encroached by many shopkeepers, and the canal is not fully flowing as expected. So if you see, if you understand, the basic thing is there are many people who are the shopkeepers or the citizens of the city is using the Krishna Canal as a garbage heap and trying to throw the garbage in the canal. So what we have thought, like we wanted to bring a behavioral pattern and modify the existing situation. So what we have done is we have organized a special drives every week, and a entire project was started on Environmental Day with the help of the entire district administration and municipal authorities and other people, students and colleges. So the entire Krishna Canal is about 6.5 kilometers, and we have divided that entire Krishna Canal into 10 clusters. So the people from the city itself have came up voluntarily and involved, to do the Shramdan in the city itself, to remove the garbage and plastic and water hyacinth and other garbage from the Krishna Canal. So entire we have a Ward Sachivalayam concept in Andhra Pradesh. So we have around all the city is divided into different Sachivalayams, and the Sachivalayam staff are also involved here. The public representatives are involved. The corporators and other people are also involved. The welfare associations, youth welfare associations, and residential welfare associations are also involved. So this activity was carried out for almost 2 months. From the starting of the project, every weekend special drives were conducted, and the canal bunds were cleared. The canal bunds are occupied with the garbage heap. They were cleared and ensured that there is a free flow of water when from the Krishna Canal starting from the point of the city. So just go to the next slide. So this is the actual map of the entire canal and the projects where we have executed exactly. Next. Yeah. So what we have done is, along with the public, we have involved the JCBs, and the machinery is also deployed at various clusters. And along with that, Shramdan, the desilting state house earth is also moved to the various places where we can use that low leveling places. It can be filled up, and the plastic has been moved to the material recovery facilities for use for recycling, and the other water hyacinth and other waste has been used for the composting facility. So the entire canal was cleaned up, and what we have done is, this has to be continuously carried out. So we have tied up with the education institutions and other merchandise, so that this activity should be carried out in a sustainable way. So that for that, what we have done is, we involved all the educational institutions in the city. We had a MOU with all the college institutions and the school institutions, and we are doing the awareness campaigns, awareness rallies in the entire city, and also conducted special awareness workshops in the school, so that the change will be started from the school itself. The students will be the change makers in bringing the behavioral patterns in the public of the city. So next. Yeah, these are the various photos wherein we have conducted some workshops and awareness campaigns. Next. And also along with that, as you can see, this is the initial status of this the Krishna Canal when 6 months back, wherein it is completely dumped with plastic and other garbage material. So we have done we have associated with NGOs as well, and we did the social media campaigning in Eluru also, and also various groups are formed. In the group itself, the students and professors and employees of the city, everyone is involved, and we try to make a behavioral change in the people of the city. Yes. Yeah, these are some rallies conducted in the city, starting from the Environmental Day. Then, yeah. Okay, next. Yeah, this is the execution phase. Various photos involved in the execution phase. Yeah, next. Yeah. So finally, as you can see, the canal has been drastically changed. The bushes were removed, garbage heaps were removed, and the encroachments removed on the canal bund side. After 10 years, the water was freely flowing from the canal. So the public really had expressed their goodness in this, the work done so far, that after 10 years of the Krishna canal is freely flowing with the water, and they can see that there are no hurdles in the canal. So what for the next slide? So for this, continuing this in a sustainable way, what we have done is we have installed some cameras at major places. We have organized several workshops with the street vendors, merchant associations, and also involved colleges and educational institutions to bring a change in the attitude of the people, so that this will be continued in a sustainable way. So we are successfully able to do some change in the Krishna canal, so that we are able to transform the Krishna canal, and we wanted to successfully continue it in a sustainable way. So this is the first project related to the Krishna canal regeneration. The next one is, go to the next one.
Jury members, any question related to this project?
Yes, sir. Sir, very good initiative. But what you have cleared this 6.5 kilometer canal stretch? What about the upstream and downstream? There may be some origination for the canal, and the water may be going down the line after 6.5 kilometer. What about those 2 points?
Right, I understood, sir. Actually, this is the Krishna canal enters the Yeluru Corporation from the Green City, and then it leaves the city at the eastern side of the canal. So we are, as a corporation ULB, we are majorly focused at the ULB level itself. So the other side of the Krishna canal, the irrigation team and other district authorities has to focus. So we will definitely talk with the other officers as well, and try to, out of the city as well, we will try to focus and ensure that the transformation happens. But if you see it, the major garbage heaps and encroachments, it happened actually in the city only, wherever the
Sure,
Krishna
sir.
canal is flowing.
Sure. I can understand. But entire stretch has to be cleaned up. Then only your hard work will bear the fruits. Otherwise, Sure, sir. Okay, thank you very much.
Understand, sir. The project scope currently is at our ULB level. Definitely, we will take it up with the other departments. Actually, there is another project going on with the Mission Krishna Canal, who have actually doing the transformation for the entire Krishna Canal in the AP state. Wherever the canal cleanup is required, they are actually doing it.
Okay. Thank you, please. Good.
No questions, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, can I start then?